Shay Russell from mining.com.au, and joining me today is the Managing Director of Burley Minerals, Stewart McCallion. Stuart, fabulous to see you again. How are you?
Good, Shay. Lovely to be here, as always.
Now, you are hunting for iron ore out in the Pilbara, and your Cane Bore project recently returned some assay results. Tell me, could you give me a quick overview of some of the numbers you're seeing?
Certainly, look, Shay, it's really important. And, we've explored the first target of about 80 hectares. It's the south target. We have about a total of about 3.7 million square meters to explore, or 370 hectares. So we've got the first target explored, or the first drilling program completed on the south target, 80 hectares, less than a quarter of the area. And look, what we are seeing is mineralization at depth. We're getting anywhere between 3 and 4 meters of above 50% iron, and it's extending down to 9 meters below the surface. So it's really good. It's a really good indicator for the geology of the program, and certainly it's a great indicator for these channel iron deposits that we hope to see some extension upstream.
I wouldn't mind a free geology lesson if you don't mind. As you pointed out, you're talking about channel iron ore deposits. Now, most people, when it comes to the Pilbara, are familiar with banded iron formations, but channel iron ore deposits are a little bit different. Can you explain just briefly what they are, but also how these results fit your interpretation of what you're seeing?
Certainly. Look, this area of the sort of West Pilbara is full of channel iron deposits. Channel iron deposits are formed millions of years ago through river systems, and it's wherein the river itself is obviously an eroded area, or it's carrying a lot of dissolved iron that is eroded off of those banded iron formations that you mentioned earlier. So those rivers are flowing again in a very lush environment, much different from what we see in the Pilbara today. But what is similar is that these rivers flow effectively from east to west, similar to what we see today as well, towards the coast. Nonetheless, where we have seen a lot of these deposits is upstream, and that's where the deposits are very thick. So as they sort of move from east to west, the deposits start to thin out. And that's normal for river systems, basically into sort of deltas, let's call it. But where that's important for us in our channel iron deposit is that we've explored the downstream part, and we're seeing mineralization at depth. Upstream, we have about 2.5 kilometers upstream from where we is another 2.9 million square meters of area that we have permit to explore. And that's a high-lying, thick channel iron mesa. And so we think we're going to hit some grade at depth. And when you put that all together, that means that we could have a very large deposit up there.
I know these are the preliminary results for now, but what other activities have you got coming for this field season?
Yeah, thanks. We are lining up another heritage survey for these upstream targets, the north target and the step out target. Again, 2.9 million square meters of area. So that's coming up soon, the heritage survey with the Robe River Garuma Aboriginal Corporation. Once that's done, we will then move on to drilling. So we're hoping to get back on the ground in August with a drill rig and drill out this pattern.
Listen, that sounds super exciting. I am definitely excited to learn more about what is upstream. Thank you so much for being here today, Stuart, and we'll speak again soon.
Thanks again, Shay.